Welcome to the Count It method. I wonder how many letters there are. There are many reasons to use the Count It method. One is that we want children to start seeing that math is part of their everyday life. When we count actual items in the world around us that we see, it helps children make the leap from just knowing the order and the sound of the numbers when we count them on our fingers or sing them in a song. But we really help them apply that language to something very concrete and very real, which is important when we're learning math. So we want them, for example, when we count the 7 letters in the word count it, as my example here, it's important that children start to see how many really does 7 look like? Or is 7 just that sound that comes between 6 and 8? No, it actually has a value, and this is how many 7 letters actually looks like. When do you use the Count It method? Anytime you have something to count, make stuff up. Count the number of boots lined up by the heater. Count the number of girls at the circle. Count the number of bananas at the snack table. Count the number of raisins on the plate. It doesn't matter. You can count anything, anytime. There are 2 chants for the Count It method. The first one is meant to build curiosity and to teach children to hear the question, how many are there? The ¿Cuántos hay? Chant looks like this. ¿Cuántos hay? Please notice that it's not ¿Cuántos hay? The H's in Spanish are silent. Here's how it sounds in Spanish. ¿Cuántos hay? ¿Cuántos hay? ¿Cuántos hay? ¿Cuántos hay? ¿Cuántos hay? ¿Cuántos hay? So the answer to ¿Cuántos hay? Is you take that same second word, I, and then you add the number. So if there are dos, if there are 2, you'd say ¿Cuántos hay? You'd count them, uno, dos, and you'd say hay dos. Okay, so the answer is I plus the number. If you'd like to sing a chant that is equivalent in English, you can sing how many, how many, how many are there? How many, how many, how many are there? The second chant that you can use is simply another vamos a chant, which announces that we are now going to count. It sounds like this. Vamos, vamos, vamos a contar. Vamos, vamos, vamos a contar. The gestures are important because they help children see the difference between contar and cantar, which is similar. Okay, a note about the vamos a chant. We're going to teach you a handful of these chants that pertain to particular methods that we want you to use. But don't let that stop you from going well beyond using this method, because vamos a means let's go. And I'll bet there are things that you do every day, or maybe many times a day, where this vamos a chant would be a great use. It's great for transitioning. Maybe every day you go eat. Maybe every day you go read with the kids. So you can easily get the verb that you need to add to the end. Vamos a whatever it is. You can look on the link that we provide to a really good online dictionary using our online curriculum. You can talk to a native speaker and ask them to help you construct it, or maybe you already know it. But for example, you could say vamos a leer, let's go read. Vamos a jugar, let's go play. Vamos a comer, let's go eat. So think beyond and think about using this as a tool for you beyond this one application. The steps for the Count It method are very simple. There are only 2, possibly 3 of them. Depending on how many chants you want to use with the kids, you'll either sing one or both chants, and then you'll simply count the number of items that you're focusing on but always using the melody for the Uno, Dos, Tres song from the En Mi Casa album. Look it! I see a bunch of letters on the screen. I wonder how many there are. ¿Cuántos hay? ¿Cuántos hay? ¿Cuántos hay? ¿Cuántos hay? ¿Cuántos hay? ¿Cuántos hay? How many are there? Let's count them. Vamos, vamos, vamos a contar. Vamos, vamos, vamos a contar. All right, do you guys remember the song that we use whenever we count? I think you guys know it. Let's do it. We'll count it a couple of times, so you'll have a chance to jump on when you're ready, okay? So if you want to listen the first time, that's fine. Okay, let's look at those letters. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete. I think we ended at, what number did we end at? Siete. Okay, let's do it again. Anybody who didn't sing the first time and wants to join? Vamos a cantar. Will you come sing with me? Are you ready? Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete. How many were there? There were siete. Siete is uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete. It's 7 letters. So you can say, hay siete. Hay siete.